Welcome to WEWIN. From Baltimore's Key Bridge collapse after a container ship collided with it recently to terrifying moment a wave of mud hit in Montecito. These events remind us of life's unpredictability, regardless of our strength and technological prowess. Now, let's get it on. Changsha, the capital city of Hunan province in central China, is situated on the eastern bank of the Jiang River. It's a significant city in central China. In 2021, a significant fire broke out in a skyscraper here. The incident occurred in the early hours of the morning, leading to a massive blaze engulfing the high-rise building. Firefighters swiftly responded to the scene, battling the flames and evacuating residents from the affected area. Fortunately, there were no casualties reported. The cause of the fire was attributed to an electrical fault, emphasizing the importance of fire safety measures in high-rise buildings. Baltimore, Maryland, lies along the Patapsco River, leading to the Chesapeake Bay. The city features distinct neighborhoods, including the historic Inner Harbor and Fells Point, known for their cobblestone streets and maritime heritage. Latia blog store. 3 months ago, a container ship collided with a column of Baltimore's Key Bridge around 1:30 a.m., causing a catastrophic collapse.
Oh my God!
The bridge, a major commuter route, crumbled into the water, leading to a mass casualty rescue operation. Several vehicles, including a tractor-trailer, fell in. The incident has shut down the surrounding area, significantly impacting transportation. The Army Corps of Engineers aims to fully reopen Baltimore's port channel by the end of May, wishing peace for everyone. You are watching dramatic videos of ship launching failure. They are a stark reminder of the complexities involved. From historical to modern times, these events capture the tension and anticipation before a vessel meets the water. Whether due to miscalculations or unforeseen circumstances, underscores the precision required in maritime engineering and the risks inherent in launching massive ships into the sea. Incident happened in the Chilean town of Riquinoa in the central O'Higgins region when the truck driver ignored the railway sign. He stubbornly crossed as the train was coming. Luckily, the train was not carrying passengers at the time, as it was heading from Concepcion to Santiago for repairs. The incident occurred where Johnston Circle intersects with Highway 29 in Palmetto, Georgia. Luckily, the driver came out of the situation unharmed, with no injuries.
Equal housing lender, 1749 Mallory Lane, Suite 100.
Before crossing railroad tracks, come to a complete stop and look both ways down the tracks for any approaching trains. On June 14, 2006, a notable train accident occurred at Kismet Siding in Madeira, California, involving two BNSF trains. The incident occurred when a train, initially positioned at the siding, was incorrectly directed onto the main track, resulting in a collision with an approaching train from the opposite direction. The collision caused multiple rail cars to derail and triggered a fire. Fortunately, there were no fatalities reported. The incident occurred on the outskirts of Moscow, Russia, where a Volvo vehicle became stranded at a railway crossing and was subsequently pushed by a passing train. It's essential to ensure your truck's electrical system is fully charged at all times to reduce the likelihood of accidents like this.
Отъезжай. Вон туда вон отъезжай. Миша, блядь! Отъезжай. Вон туда вон отъезжай. Миша, блядь!
A47, we have a PI car versus train.
Initially, Iowa police did not respond to the train horn until they understood its purpose. A car had seemingly rolled onto the tracks just as the train approached, causing a collision that sent the car flying to the opposite side of the tracks. Emergency medical help arrived promptly for the driver. Bless him.
Se va, se fue.
After rains that caused landslides and poor construction, a building collapsed in Tijuana, Baja California, thanks God. No injuries are reported.
Listo.
In a tragic turn of events on a highway in Dumapur, Nagaland, a sudden landslide unleashed massive boulders onto cars caught in heavy traffic.
Tragic incident there. 2 people have died, 3 have been injured.
In Bolivia, a mudslide was filmed as people tried to cross a mountain track near Sucre amidst heavy rain. The incident followed another mudslide the previous day near El Coro as tons of earth and mud buried vehicles on a mountain highway. This is mudslides in Montecito. And a terrifying moment a wave of mud hit. Oh my God. A small Cessna plane crashed and striking with a power line. On June 24th, an air stairs fire near an Airbus A320 was quickly extinguished by the airport's aircraft rescue and firefighting team, preventing any damage to the aircraft. A pilot and trainee in a Piper Cherokee 180 N8256W had to make an emergency landing on Highway 395 due to running out of fuel. The highway in Spokane, Washington was under construction, providing a clear space for landing. On June 20th, a tug fire near a Boeing 777F GZNK was occurred. Thankfully, no one was injured. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to our channel to see more about this side of nature. See you in the next video.
Video of a condominium building in the Brer Creek neighborhood collapsed from high winds during a severe storm in Raleigh, North Carolina on January 11, 2014.
When the windows... Whoa, no! Look at that!
The Seattle crane collapse in April of 2019 occurred in South Lake Union neighborhood. A tower crane utilized in the construction of a Google campus building was collapsed.
No, no. And believe it or not, well, here comes snow.
High winds were reported in the area at the time of the incident, and the crane fell onto a busy street below, damaging several cars. This event prompted safety reviews and discussions regarding crane operations and regulations in the city to prevent such tragedies in the future. Join the conversation with us, share your thoughts, and hit that subscribe button to receive our most updated videos. In Uttar Pradesh, the forceful demolition of an illegally erected 32-story tower block stood as a decisive action against unauthorized construction. More than 3,700 kilograms of explosives were used. This bold move by authorities not only upheld regulations, but also sent a stern message about the consequences of flouting building laws. The event served as a vivid illustration of the state's commitment to maintaining legal and structural integrity while ensuring adherence to established norms and safety standards in urban development. The catastrophic collapse of the suspension bridge in eastern India stunned the region, echoing a deafening blast before revealing the grim reality. What initially seemed like a massive explosion unveiled the bridge's demise. This tragic reoccurrence within a year unearthed suspicions of government corruption, casting shadows on construction integrity. In downtown Durham, chaos erupted as a deafening explosion shattered the tranquility, reducing a building to an ominous heap of rubble and igniting an inferno veiled in thick, billowing smoke. The calamitous event, suspected to have stemmed from a contractor worker beneath the sidewalk with 2-inch gas lines, cast a harrowing shadow over the city. The area, once bustling with life, found itself at the heart of a frantic scene as businesses, including the KFC shop, coffee, fell victim to the destruction. Durham police implored residents to steer clear, allowing space for critical work at hand. A North Carolina news crew reporting on severe flooding damage unwittingly captured a live, shocking moment as a bridge collapsed before their eyes. Stationed on the bridge while covering the flood's aftermath, the crew from Charlotte's television station filmed the unexpected disaster. The transcript reflects their astonishment and immediate reaction to the collapse. Footage serves as a stark reminder of the raw, unexpected power of nature and its impact on infrastructure and human lives. Multiple building collapses across China showcase the pervasive issue of compromised construction practices. The collapse stemmed from the tofu dreg construction, a term describing the compromised structural integrity due to shortcuts. This series of events highlights systemic construction issues, prompting a call for improved building standards and governmental action to ensure citizen safety amid widespread infrastructure concerns. Positioned in Makkah Province, Mecca is southwest of Saudi Arabia's capital, Riyadh. This sacred city draws millions annually for pilgrimages. On September 11, 2015, a crane collapse occurred in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. A massive construction crane collapsed onto the Grand Mosque during a severe thunderstorm. This tragic incident took place just days before the start of the annual pilgrimage. The crane, which was part of an expansive project for the Grand Mosque, fell onto the eastern part of the mosque's courtyard, where worshippers were gathered. The incident raised concerns about construction safety measures and prompted investigations into the cause of the collapse. October 2022, Wawa Bridge in the Philippines collapsed. On July 2020, a crane collapsed onto a residential building in Bow, East London. The incident occurred during a lifting operation where the crane collapsed onto a block of flats, causing significant damage.
Open the gate for them.
The crane collapse raised concerns about safety measures during construction and the potential risks associated with crane operations in densely populated urban areas. A catastrophic event unfolded near the Indo-China border as a bridge on the Ilam Road leading to Linmanjan Valley collapsed during the transportation of heavy construction equipment. Dramatic images captured the moment when the weight of the truck and its cargo caused the bridge to give way, sending both vehicles plunging into the valley below. Local youth swiftly initiated rescue and relief operations at the site. No one was hurt. This unfortunate collapse emphasized the considerable impact of this unforeseen disaster on the region's infrastructure development and transportation connectivity. In southern Chile, chaos ensued as railway bridges succumbed, plunging a freight train into the river below. The terrifying collapse, though miraculously devoid of casualties, saw 6 wagons laden with chlorate oil and sodium hydroxide tumbling into the water. This catastrophic event, while sparing lives, painted a harrowing picture of structural failure, prompting investigations into the bridge's collapse.
In a startling sequence of events at a construction site in Coquitlam, British Columbia, the stability of a retaining wall near Foster Avenue and North Road dramatically deteriorated. Video documentation showcased a chilling progression. Initial fractures spiderwebbing across the wall, culminating in a devastating collapse that sent a sizable section plummeting several stories downward. The impact unleashed an avalanche of soil, engulfing the construction site in its path. Thankfully, amid this calamity, no injuries were reported. Then, extensive efforts were underway to rectify the aftermath, with Foster Avenue segment between North Road and Winning Way cordoned off to facilitate cleanup and safety measures. Onlookers express shock as the driver decides to risk crossing a rickety wooden suspension bridge inches above floodwaters in Urium, eastern Russia. Oh no. Finally, disaster occurred as the bridge's unstable structure succumbed and submerged the car in floodwaters. Luckily, the driver successfully swam to shore. That's definitely a big lesson for recklessness. It's also a reminder to be cautious with poor quality structures like this bridge. Join the conversation with us, share your thoughts, and hit that subscribe button to receive our most up-to-date videos. In a dramatic event in Chicago, a colossal fireball erupted, piercing through the roof of a warehouse. The scene was engulfed in flames, capturing the intense and chaotic nature of the situation. The sheer force of the fireball created a spectacle, drawing attention to the blazing inferno that emerged within the warehouse. The sight left bystanders awestruck as emergency responders rushed to control the massive blaze that illuminated the Chicago skyline. Tijuana, situated in Mexico, borders San Diego, California. Known for its vibrant culture, it's a key entry point into Mexico from the US. Following relentless storms in March, a landslide mercilessly engulfed 2 buildings, causing one to succumb entirely. Witnessed by onlookers, the collapse echoed tragedy as homes disintegrated, leaving uncertainty about injuries amid the chaos. The haunting moment, marked by movement warnings merely 18 minutes before the catastrophic plunge, stands as a chilling testament to the unpredictability of natural calamities. Taipei, Taiwan's capital renowned for its towering skyscrapers, including the iconic Taipei 101, is a cultural and economic hub. The collapse of a crane at the construction site of Taipei 101 in 2002 was a tragic accident and became a bad historical event. A counterweight detached from the crane, causing it to fall onto a nearby building during strong winds. This incident prompted thorough investigations, leading to stricter safety measures and enhanced regulations in Taiwan's construction industry. Most recently, another collapse of a crane onto the path of a Taichung metro train on May caused much outrage in Taiwan. Do you know? Tower crane accidents pose significant risks to construction workers and nearby communities. Notable accidents, such as in Seattle 2006, London 2007, and New York 2008, raised safety concerns, leading to stricter regulations and improved safety protocols in the construction industry by modern technology, such as better crane design and monitoring systems. Despite these measures, crane accidents highlight the ongoing need for vigilance and continuous improvement in construction site safety worldwide. Visakhapatnam Fish Harbour, located in Andhra Pradesh, India, is a major fishing port on the eastern coast. Last December, a catastrophic fire erupted at Visakhapatnam Fishing Harbour, devastating over 40 boats in a harrowing chain reaction, originating from one vessel. The inferno swiftly engulfed neighboring boats, triggering explosions from LPG cylinders and plunging the harbour into chaos. While no casualties were reported, the emotional toll was evident as boat owners reliant on these vessels for their livelihoods faced heart-wrenching losses. The incident, occurring overnight between Sunday and Monday, has left a trail of wreckage and severely impacted the lives of the local fishermen. Incidents involving heavy equipment like excavators and others, they require immediate attention. Regular equipment inspections are crucial to identify faults or malfunctions beforehand. In case of an incident, secure the area and prioritize safety measures. Those emphasize the importance of vigilance and adherence to safety protocols in operating heavy machinery. Join the conversation with us, share your thoughts, and hit that subscribe button to receive our most up-to-date videos. In February 2021, a train carrying fuel tank cars collided with an 18-wheeler in the town of Cameron. Multiple cameras captured the immediate aftermath of the crash, with a large fire and tower of smoke filling the early morning sky. Luckily, neither the truck driver nor the train conductor was injured.
There was another huge explosion.
The fire was primarily petroleum, and that the fire had missed hazardous materials toward the back of the train convoy. People living near a train crash and explosion Tuesday morning were spared by the grace of God from an even worse result from the ordeal. Ajman is the smallest emirate in the UAE. Last June, in Ajman, United Arab Emirates, chaos erupted as flames fiercely engulfed a towering residential edifice. The modern stately structure became a harrowing spectacle, illuminated by an inferno that painted the night sky with a fiery glow. Sirens pierced the air as emergency responders swiftly mobilized. Despite the absence of physical harm, the relentless flames devoured the building, leaving behind a haunting testament to the destructive force that had briefly ravaged this bustling urban landscape. In a catastrophic event in Boston, a retaining wall collapsed, burying cars. The engineering firm responsible for the wall is probing the incident, prompting crews to clear the wreckage. Valued at $1 million, the wall, a replacement for an older structure, failed during a rainstorm at Townline House in Brighton. Residents suspect nearby construction contributing to the collapse. Thank God no one was injured. The Mina Plaza towers were demolished to clear the way for the redevelopment of the port area. UAE demolished the Abu Dhabi Mina Plaza towers Friday, November 27, 2020, in a 10-second controlled explosion. Other video of Supertech twin towers have been demolished in Noida. Jebel Ali Port in Dubai, UAE is one of the world's largest man-made harbours, situated southwest of Dubai. It spans a vast area and serves as a pivotal maritime hub. In 2017, a crane collapse occurred here, resulting in tragic consequences. The incident involved a container crane collapsing during load testing operations. The port authorities swiftly responded, initiating investigations to determine the cause behind the collapse and implementing stringent safety measures to prevent similar accidents. This unfortunate event highlighted the importance of rigorous safety protocols in high-risk industrial settings like ports. Can you guess its reason?
Olha só, aí ó, tombou, tombou, entendeu? E aí, como é que você tá?
Oh no. In Dotzheim, Wiesbaden, multiple cars were found burnt overnight, prompting a suspected arson investigation by the police. The aftermath revealed charred vehicles, their frames twisted and engulfed in flames, leaving behind a scene of destruction and blackened remnants. The acrid scent of smoke lingered, with shattered glass and melted metal marking the severity of the fire's intensity. So terrible. In the midst of a bustling afternoon, flames erupted fiercely at Jack's used car parts in Billerica, painting the sky with ominous plumes of smoke. The cause? An ill-fated decision. Someone wielded a torch on a vehicle, setting off a cataclysmic chain reaction. That was a stark reminder of the arduous battle against the relentless inferno sparked by a seemingly routine task gone awry. A Salt Lake Community College power substation at 22 West and 4700 South exploded, with bystanders witnessing a plume of smoke on Thursday afternoon. He forgot to lower dump trailer and caused us such great destruction. Their plan to pull the wooden cart took a turn and failed in an instant. Another truck, which was loaded with logs, lost control on Burgoso Market. If the trucker had slowed down, the cement mixer truck wouldn't have fallen at the turn. Oh my God! This logging truck overturned along the inner loop of Interstate 695, probably due to overload.
Інтересно, як на ноги буде ставити.
Can anyone explain how this dump truck penetrated so deep into the ground? If you find our videos helpful for improving your driving skills, please share your thoughts in the comments section so we can create more content. Thank you. Now, let's carry on.
Зараз кузов бабахне, я отвечаю, диви. О! Якраз вистукав.
Luckily, no one was hurt. When the road sinks and your truck is overloaded. Hope he's all right. Stay safe out there, folks. Oh my! This occurred on Calgary's Deerfoot Trail. Please adhere to safety protocols while navigating the highways. Oh my! Why do people think it's acceptable to stop so abruptly like that, huh? Thank God nobody was hurt. What's wrong with them?
That means that Captain Avery Seafood, well, you get the version.
Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to our channel to see more about this side of nature.
That time of year again, Randall is back, pull it up. This
Not a very good place for parking.
Get one of those things and plunk it on there. Whoa, that's too close.
Can't accept that act. So bad. Never emulate. Thankfully, there were no vehicles next to it. Roads should be safer now. Eish. Like the video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to watch more amazing moments. Don't let your day be wasted by things like this. Avoid road rages. It's amazing that nobody was hurt. That wind was unreal. I guess he must have been waving his hand out, signaling the driver to stop. It's best to stay in your lane unless you're fortunate enough to have a shoulder nearby to lean into. Don't let road rage ruin your day.
Thank you for staying with us throughout this incredible journey. We'd love to hear which moment resonated with you the most. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content. See you in the next video.